Hey everybody, Frank Sriracha here with another casted game for the Discovery Cup. This is round 8, game 2. I finished off game 1 in this series, thinking it was round 9. It's round 8. Please forgive me. Anyway, this is round 8, game 2 between the Vanguard player in the lower left, Sunburst, who's going for a very early expand, and in the upper right, our Infernal player, Zuka, who took game 1. Spoiler alert. Already thrown the Iron Vault down. I don't know if this imp is going to try and do a meat farm, probably for the health camp. We do see some players putting their town hall structure kind of in this vicinity, so it's closer to the health camp. But I guess that's not the case today. Scout's going to come forward and see the Iron Vault being thrown down, sees the pig farm, and he's just going to leave. I think he knows what's coming. I don't know that he saw this Iron Vault. He may have. Regardless, all the overcharged mobs. Oh, the overcharged mobs took the health camp first. That's interesting. Possibly for the extra money, and they are pretty tanky when they get that overcharge on them. But that means that they're going to be building the expansion quite a bit slower. Meanwhile, our Infernal player aggroes the slimes with a couple of skulls of cheddar, gets the feed reward for killing off the slimes while they're infested. But now he's completely out of energy. That being said, he spent all his energy, but didn't really suffer any casualties. That pig farm being there was super useful. I really like how that meta's progressing of like putting buildings inside of the health camp. Very helpful. These fiends are going to try and capture the scout. They aren't quite able to get the surround on, but they do peck away a little bit. Also, another interesting thing, the reason why the meat farm is my favorite unit in the game is the infinite slice of sausage that keeps getting cut on the left side of the building. It's the little things. It's the little things that really make this game pop. But as I say, okay, he did get the vision camp. I was worried he's gonna walk off before it was captured. Kills a goat for no reason. Now he's gonna come down after taking the vision camp and challenge the energy regen camp, which would be very helpful. Last game we noticed that Zuka really enjoys using all the spells that are available to a Hexen, to include the Venom Trap, which is great to see that in the game. It's going to cycle back the Injured Brute, but I think it's still taking aggro. Yeah, it's still taking that damage, and he doesn't have enough energy to Skull of Cheddar it, but he is going to retake it and just keep on trucking. He could have stayed on around that effigy for a little bit more. Sentry Post is going to keep the Infernal Army back, and let's see. Okay, so we do have double racks. 3 lances are already out. Is this going to be the Biokinetics Lab? Yeah, it is. Biokinetics Lab coming out at 343 seems a little. Seems like it's going to be. Those upgrades are going to be coming out quite late. Especially if Infernal tries to take a bit of an early aggression here, but that doesn't seem to be like what's going to happen. As I said in the last game, guys, I do apologize. I've been sick all weekend, so my nose is quite stuffed up. But yeah, Zuka doing a great job being active out on the map, going for this Illuminite mine. Skull of Cheddar goes down on the Skull Squisher, or excuse me, the Bruiser. But is it going to live? Yeah, I don't think it's still going to be infested by the time it's killed. The perils of having the skull turned on autocast. Okay, he does get it every time. Every time he walks away from it, I think he's gonna not get the camp anymore. That's interesting that the hovering sign over the Luminite camp doesn't accurately represent the number of workers on it. I'm sure that Frostgiant is working on it quite a bit. They're also working on so many things. I mean, it's an early access game. What can you say about like they're just working on everything? The game is being built, and building games is hard. So it's not perfect, but it is kind of nice to see it that it is kind of nice to see the Infernal player saturating this Illuminate mine as well as having passive Illuminate there. The being aggressive and adventurous out on the map is... Oh, he does want to take this fight. Oh, brutes! Look at all these brutes! Why aren't you fighting? There we go. Promotes a... Oh! I don't know what that spell is called, but the wraparound from the back with the Hexen, is the Hexen going to go down? He is, but he didn't have any energy left anyway, so I don't know how much value that really was. A Vet 2 Lancer goes down, but another Lancer comes in to replace it. Not, and some of them do get promoted, but the Magmadon starts doing stomps, and both armies realize this is not a fight they want to take. I don't know that Sunburst saw this third that Zuka threw down, but he's going to go home, possibly hang out in the health camp, or retake the health camp at least. So his very tanky Lancers can... Oh, the Scout goes down. That's a shame. So his very tanky Lancers can heal up, which they desperately need. We do see some imps coming up, and it looks like a Shroud Stone's also going to go down just for some defense in case it gets attacked while the army isn't around. Alright, Hellforge is no surprise. Double Clown Caves. Alright, looks like things are progressing nicely. Alright, and we do see a central command over here. But with, what is it, 4 barracks, we do see quite a few exos out on the map now inside of the Vulcan ball. That should add a bit of a flavor. None of them have been promoted just yet. That being said, the Vanguard player is a little low on the energy. By the way, for those of you that are adjusting to how Stormgate works as opposed to StarCraft 2, there's another resource that each of the races has that's unique to the race. So the Wi-Fi symbol is the energy that the Vanguard have for their top bar spells, and Animus is what the Infernals have. And for the Vanguard, it's just a passive regen up to a maximum of 100. Now, Infernals don't have a maximum of Animus that they can get, but they can only... It's not passively regenerated necessarily. It's just that things need to die on Shroud, which is this, like, kind of evil ground stuff. It's the best analog is Zerg Creep, but it doesn't function anything like Creep, so it's kind of a bad comparison. A bunch of Venom traps go down just to make sure that the Vanguard doesn't get too spicy with their aggression here. Yeah, Venom trapping all over the place. I wonder if the Venom traps give vision. I don't think they do. The traps themselves, I don't think give vision, but stepping on them might. There we go. One Venom trap is set off. Those high veterancy Lancers take the brunt of it. I think that was a Vet 2 that went down. Oh, come on! The Magmadon's up front! Didn't get a chance to get a Stompy Stomps off. Might have still been on cooldown. One Hexen gets picked off, and all these high white health fiends are going to surround the army. They can try to peck away at quite a few. They do manage to get all the... Oh no, there's another Vet 3 Lancer out front. They managed to surround all the medtechs, which is a shame. Those medtechs are very valuable for sustaining the force out on the map. Oh, the one Exo gets away, but the medtech doesn't. And the Infernal player in a dominant position out here. I think all of his... No, he does have one Brute left over. But he's going to say, give me that Luminite mine. Here's the parade of Brutes. A Hellborn, a Hexen, another Brute. Yeah. Infernal player is in a really good place. Luca again. Luca tapping my shoulder. Reminded me to Luca D. Supply. 124 to 61 in favor of the Infernals here. Not to mention all of the Animus that was just generated. I think the next fight that he takes, if he takes it soon, there we go. Gets the V5 rocket launcher, which is a siege unit that he can't control, but it does fire a sharpened pencil, which does AoE damage. I think it does friendly damage as well, but since he can't control it, it's basically he has to push with it or just sacrifice the V5 rocket launcher, which I'm not sure he wants to do. V5 taking a separate path because I don't think it can go through these light trees, this light forestation. But yeah, Zuka sniping the vision camp over here, possibly to get the Animus, possibly just for the Luminite. The Hellborn doing a good job of clearing out the trees, or at least doing damage to the trees. There we go. Here we did do damage. And the Medtechs are, oh, there goes a big miasma. Nope, maybe not a miasma. Whatever that spell is. Meanwhile, the V5 is taking pot shots on all the bobs over there. The building shields do get activated, and an effigy is placed down next to the V5. I think it's so that the... Okay, no, the effigy's taken out. I think he wanted to get the Vanguard units to be fighting on the shrouds, so that way the the gods are infesting all of them. There we go. Oh! Big Miasma's going down to the bobs, as well as the Vanguard army, which is getting hit from Hellborns, getting hit from Magmadons, getting hit from Brutes, Fiends. It's getting hit from everything. We don't see any more Lancers, and I think we're going to see GG here momentarily. Yeah. I think it's just the... Oh, he says GG. You understand the matchup well. That'll be it for round 8, not 9. Game 2 between Sunburst and Zuka. Zuka's going to take it.